Hello dreamers, welcome back to my video tutorials, chat with me, drill with me at Dreamer Design channel. I am so excited because this video probably gonna be the last video before the new reveal of new canvases. And if you follow us on Facebook, that you probably already saw some peekaboo of the images and all the information, not everything, but Kaylin show up lots of goodness already on Facebook. So if you don't follow us, please do so. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell on the side, and you will know when the new video will show up on this channel. Also, you're not gonna miss our new reveal for the 2.0 series of new diamond paintings. So for this video, I actually figure out something new, tips for you, a little bit tricks, and that kind of has a purpose video. I'm not gonna tell you what's exactly why I decide to do these tips, but trust me, keep them in mind, you will need them. So let's go to the canvas and we're gonna chat, drill, and see what else we can come up with. And also maybe in a way we will remind ourselves some tutorials, some tips that we already did over this year. And if you are new, please watch all those videos. You will find so much information useful for you that you're gonna be like a pro in no time. Thank you very much, and let's go start our tutorial. Well, let's get started our tutorial. And I just remember this, that I actually never did any tutorials with this straightener tool. And this is amazing tool that lots of companies ship now with the kits. If you don't have exactly same tool, I'm sure you can find something similar to this, maybe a ruler, maybe something tools you have. You can use even sometimes the tool like from Home Depot, those for plastering walls. They have a plastic tools like that, well, bigger one of course. But just in case if you're gonna get this kind of tool, I will show you how perfect your drills you can place on the canvas by using this straightener. This is really thin straightener and go perfectly to push beads and make them line up nicely. But today, and I did tutorial before by showing you how you can straighten up your drills on the edges of the canvas, and we are out of the focus, okay. But today it's gonna be a little bit different tutorial that I never show you guys before. And I pick in here, this is 800 DMC code, and I'm just gonna straighten up. As usual, I put this tray in here into my hand. I lately I start doing this way, and I'm holding with my two fingers like this, and I just shake it and tilting to the left, to the right, and whatever drills already stuck in those grids will be there. And then just slightly shaking, and you creating your perfect lines. And you can see how beautiful those drills, very super sparkle. Now I found in here patch on my canvas, there is a bigger area of symbol number 2, and I will have to use, because like area in here is not drilled. And as you can see, let me show you by bending the canvas, like I just started, let me see if I can do that. Like I just started right by the edges, so all the area up there is no drills yet. So not too stuck on my canvas, I will peel my clear sheet right now to get to the point where we need. And I'm gonna use, to help me, I will use parchment paper, which I always have next to me. I will use parchment paper to put right in here on the beginning, so my hands always will be sticking into the will stay on a parchment paper, but without sticking to the glue. And what we're gonna do with this straightener tool now, this placement good enough for 14 drills, square drills. I did not count for the round, but I assume it's the same thing because all beads usually it's 2.5 or 2.8 if it's round one. Square one it's 2.5, so it fit on 14 drills. So now I'm gonna start a little bit further like in here, and I'm gonna bring you close to camera so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, this is okay, I think this is good enough. Now I'm gonna grab my drills, and I'm kinda gonna look right now. Okay, that's good enough. I will grab my first drill, and I'm gonna place on the beginning of the line in here. You see that? Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, it's actually good, but we have in here blue background and blue drill, so maybe on the camera it's not very visible, but we're gonna put one drill on the beginning of this line and one drill on the edge of this line. Okay, so we have 2 drills on each side. What I'm going to do now, I'm gonna place my tool like this to connect. Can you see it? I'm holding to make sure my straightener tool touching those 2 beads. And now I'm gonna pick drill after tray, and I'm gonna place by make sure this drill that I'm placing it's going against this tool. So what this gonna do, it's not gonna let me to go behind that line. And also, hold on, I'm pushing a little bit because I cannot see it very well. Okay, it's not gonna let me push too far, and also it's not gonna make me to go not to touch the line, because this is my kind of like a line that I need to follow. If you have a canvas like in here, for example, it's very easy canvas and it's sliding, my tool sometimes can push my beads. But if you have a tool that when you have a canvas that the beads sticking really hard to it, so this is going to be like perfect. And as you can see now, like my drills looking straight. Of course in here you can see better the red line, because obviously on the other side it's blue line. If you don't think it's straight enough, just go from another side. All you need to even up your first line. Okay, looking good, looking straight, as I'm looking right now, because what I see this side of the drills, so I'm not worried about the other side right now, because when I'm gonna place drills from here, they will line up perfectly on the line where I need. So what we're gonna do now, we are going to do the same thing. I'm gonna place first bead and last bead again on this line, and I'm gonna do exactly same thing. So let's create another line, and we're gonna just like slide down. I'm using this tool a little bit like on a 45-degree angle, so I can see what I'm doing. At the same time, I'm kind of like almost like a sliding my drills into this tool. You can also use this way by, for example, if you want to create checkerboard, you can do that as well, and just go later and place another line. Boom. And when we lifted up this tool from this side, it's a perfect line. not sure what you see. From you, it's a, you know, the top view, maybe it's not exactly the same thing. So let's just do one more. And I think this technique will help you for your canvas to look good, because this tool will not let you to go over the line. And I really like this straightener tool. There. I'm kind of putting on a square, but also I make sure I push this into my tool like that. And voila, we have another perfect line. And I really like this technique, guys. And I just don't know why I kind of didn't show you this before. I never think of that, because usually I work always just like from one placer. And in this area I would create the checkerboard by follow my bottom corner like I always do, and this way it's faster for me and easy to do, and just fill in later. But for those who don't have a straight placement hands, maybe you have a little bit shaky hands, you know, with some age sometimes we find that our hands get a little bit shaky sometimes. So this way I think it's perfect. And I just like, you know, sit in these days and thinking, okay, what new I can show you, because we have so many tutorials on this channel how to drill perfect, that I kind of figured out that, you know, we're just gonna kind of remind ourselves how to drill, and with the other tutorials that's already done, I'm just gonna place in here single ones. And you know, the new releases gonna be here anytime soon now, and that will involve a little bit another new tutorial from me, because as you saw my sneak peek of the package that I've received already from Dreamers Design, because I am a content creator, I've received my diamond painting a little bit earlier, so I can do some drilling, create video for you. And I noticed there is something very interesting up there. So I already know what my next tutorial will be with new canvases. Are you guys excited for new release? Oh my god, you gonna love it. You are going to love it, because these days that's what I do. I'm working on my new canvas. So hopefully when you will see the new release of the canvases, huge reveal from Dreamers Design, hopefully I can finish at least half, if not a whole canvas, to show you how that look like. Okay, so now we know that these lines we create in straight lines. Now I'm gonna put my drills a little bit aside, and now if we look this way lines, they might be a little bit wiggle, maybe not as exactly straight. So now this tool, you can just like run slowly like this from the top without going all the way to the glue. You can't. It's just a little corners, ridges in here between each bead that create kind of like slope. You can wiggle like this and they will straighten up. What I usually do, I'm kind of put on an angle again as a like 45 degree, and I just slightly push all line like this together, and I already see right away that they line up very nicely and straight. And this tool is really good on creating straight line around the canvas when you just starting your diamond painting and you need to create straight lines around borders. This is great tool to push them all together, so if you place, for example, if I turn camera a little bit to the side, hold on, let's see if we can do this right now without stopping video. Okay, so if you drill in your first line in here by the washi tape, so this is the perfect tool also to push your drill like this all the way around, so they don't sticking out on the top of the washi tape. Because if accidentally you place your drill on the top of the washi tape, you might well have end up losing the bead, because obviously accidentally it's placed on a washi tape and it will come out and lose later. So I just do all the time around, make sure it's all good and sits right on the glue. Same thing, you can create a checkerboard, and I changed the beads color so we can see a little bit different, because now it's here is a yellow background, so I can see it's going to be more visible for you. Same thing, you place first bead, your last bead obviously go on a diagonal line so you can see where to place. And when you place in a checkerboard, it's kind of fun too, but then not flat side of the drill will touch your tool. And let me see more close, maybe it will be corner of the bead touching your tool. So when your corner touch the plastic, it's mean you got into your line just like that. And it's a fun diagonal checkerboard, not just a, you know, a straight checkerboard, but kind of more fun when you create this diagonally and go from line to line. And now you just place again your first bead or drill, and you go the last one, place your tool for the guide, because it's not gonna let you go over. Last and first bead will hold this tool perfectly line up for you, and visually you can see better where to place your bead in a checkerboard, because without tool it's sometimes kind of get complicated where to actually place it. And you know, sometimes even I look and I was like, oh, it feels like it's gonna be go on another square, but it's not. So I think this tool make you a perfect guide, and look how beautiful they look like. Now let's remind ourselves what we learned already, how to work with multi-placer. And just to show you exactly which multi-placer this is, we are going to place and see how many beads this will pick. Okay, here it is. Let me count first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have here 7 drills. Now to place proper way and not to wiggle in your lines, usually what you need to do, you place your last kind of like an angle, and then you walk. You walking with this tool just like this, like from heel to toe. So in here I'm gonna show you on this corner, I place my first drill, make sure I line up properly, and then I'm just gonna walk like this, and drills line up nicely in a perfect line. Let's try again. We're gonna, usually I don't start like from the edge, I'm go a little bit further, so I know for sure 7 drills will fit and I don't have to count. There you go. And then we're gonna place, I'm gonna place not next to it, because that will create not proper gap. I will go one over like a checkerboard. So I place here and I am walking. Oopsie, one stuck. Okay, didn't push well to the end. You see that create nice straight line. And then what I do later, I will just place this one right in the middle. That way this bead kind of like a neutral to this line and to this line. so it's not gonna create not appropriate gap in between them. So let's try one more time. There, and while I'm pushing from the top, also I'm pushing to the side of my board, so they all line up nice and straight without wiggling on my tool. And then we are going to do same thing. We're gonna miss one and we are walking. And again, well, I guess I need to replace my maybe wax. I did not put fresh wax, guys, sorry about that. That's why sometimes those grooves could be up there. You see how from the beads they have those grooves impression from the drills, and I could see that second from this side a little bit deeper and grabbing in my drill a little bit stronger. So I just need or refresh my wax, or usually I just grab with my thumb and I kind of smooth it out to make sure my wax distribute up there evenly. So and now it's much better. I just need to make sure it's not sticking. I just need a fresh wax, that's what it is, but now it's better. And then again I will do and place between them. But if you can't do from heel to toe and you like to do a straight, and let me pick another set of drills in here, and I think I missed one bead up there. Let me just re-stick it. I need the fresh. Okay, now we have all line, and now I'm gonna go in here to the second row. But again, I will use this tool. I'm not gonna place right now last and first bead. I'm just gonna line up my line, and I slide from this tool right into my canvas, and I have a straight line. So I'm kind of basically what I'm doing, I put my beads, okay, here under my tool, and I'm just like sliding down to the canvas like this, and that's also create nice line. Let's do it again. And to be honestly, I did not use this tool before for this reason. It just kind of came up to me right now, and I thought this is great. You just have to kind of aim for the one bead, and right now I did not miss one. See, I put next to it right away, and I can see already this little tiny gap in here, because I should leave this open. And that's a good example for you that you work with multiplacer, leave a one bead empty space so you can place later right in the center between them. It doesn't matter if it will line up gaps again, but it will even up for you line better. So what do you think? Did you find something new? Do you think that was interesting tutorial with that little straightener tool? I think that tool are amazing, and if you don't have yet, I'm sure there's more and more company include them in their kits, and you will find one. Also, there is a solution to use something else similar, so you can push those beads together nicely. So if you like this video and you think that was a good chat with me together, give me thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to like video. Then more you like and you comment, then more people will see our video on the world of YouTube. So thank you so much for staying with me, and I will see you in my next episode, more likely with the new diamond painting.